We're back here at Nankang Tyre UK HQ with Steve Smith for a quick look at some of the Nankang collection. And this one's been around for a few years. In fact, it was featured in a very early issue of the relaunch of Street Machine.
Might have been, yeah. Maybe like 6 or 7 years.
At least, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
And it's. Are we allowed to divulge its history, or is
yeah, you can do. Yeah, we bought it off Warner Brothers, who promoted the Mad Max film with it, and we've turned it into even more mad parts. So I've got a paintball gun on the front of it that actually works through the front, triggering the under the dash.
Oh, and it will launch paint at people.
Oh yeah, it's a proper paintball. I've shot most of the people here. Yeah, I've quite a good aim with it. Yeah,
I'm sure HR would have something to say for that.
Yeah, exhaust coming out the wings.
Oh, that is actually the exhaust.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, these are fire blasters from a farm that we've had fitted on, and we want to get those up and working. Is the next stage.
Flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers, yeah.
Given the traffic I just had to drive through to get here, I can really see the appeal.
Everything does come off. Everything is just on like little clips, so it just really comes off easy. That we don't drive with that on. That comes off because this has done 6,000 miles on the road since we've had it.
Bloody hell!
So
because it's not a trailer queen, is it?
No. So all this it's not even actually attached. So just 2 clips off the back, and the whole lot comes off.
Wow! And underneath, it's
a nice car. It's again heights front end, so rack and pinion, 4-link rear. Coilovers all round, Fox body V8 with a 4-speed auto box.
Yeah.
Well, it does drive nice.
And what I was going to say, heights, it must have been lifted some to get this.
It has,
these monster tyres under.
Yeah, it's done the coilovers. They're at full capacity
extension.
in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my intentions is one day, because it's a '67 fastback, which is the ultimate holy grail of Mustangs, is to turn it back into a nice street car.
Right. What a stocker,
Not stock, because I think when you think inside, we've got a roll cage. I think sports seats, better seats than that. We've got two tanks with a side tank to pump everything through. I think it will make a nice GT styled road car, but it gets that much attention where we go like this.
And that dashboard's just checker plate. What you say gets a load of attention. I don't think you could attract more attention if it was on fire.
Yeah, we did get into the top 10 worst modified Mustangs in American Car Magazine with it. Pulling out the SO station in Cannock. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We call it a Nanstang.
Yeah, I'm having that. Magnificent.
And again, that just comes again. I've got some canisters that fit in the back of.
Oh boy, because this has been doing the rounds of the shows.
Yeah.
It must be one of the most photographed vehicles anywhere.
We've done 6,000 miles in this since we had it.
Brilliant.
It's pretty tasteless, really, isn't it?
I don't know.
But again, it's not, the car isn't completely ruined. That doesn't even go through the bodywork.
It's not like you've knocked holes in this.
No,
everything.
The only hole's been cut in the actual car is there where the grille goes.
Right.
The wings are just aftermarket wings, so I've got the original wings off the original car.
Okay.
It's a fiberglass Eleanor style bonnet, so
Yeah.
you'd replace it with that. The same with the boot lid, and then they've just welded tabs on here. Look, there's 4 tabs on there, so it will go back.
Minutes with a linisher and then gone, isn't it?
Yeah. If you look around the back of it, even this goes through the hole where I think it was a reverse. Light.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so nothing touches the original car. This is just a panel that's gone over the top of the original lights.
Yeah. Wow.
So although it might look it, it's not quite as ruined as we think it is.
I was going to say, whether you love it or hate it, I think Nankang's had their money's worth out of this.
We certainly have, yeah. Yeah.
And what's this right behind?
Yeah.
From the outrageous to the sublime.
Yeah. That's me Mark 1 Transit, another one with following Nankang tyres on.
E-plate. That's an early one, isn't it?
Very early one, yeah.
Yeah.
The very first. So again, it's a really nice.
And this one I'm taking is bone stock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apart from the wheels, I've just had slightly wider wheels on there.
This is lovely. And is it going to stay like this, or is it going to get logoed up and work for a living?
I can't decide what to do with it. So I went out in it once and it just drove horrible. And I just
Horrible, like an old 60s Transit.
Drove like a 1960s Transit, which is what it is. Got plans to put the stuff in to go to shows. After you drive a new van and you're going to shows all over the country.
You said they banded these wheels?
Yeah, so okay. The wheels slightly widened to make the stance better.
Yeah.
And we put
Lotus hubcaps or something?
No, I think they were the standard.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
It's a beauty there.
Yeah. Covered in dust, so it probably needs a ride out this year.
Well, that and yeah, you're right though. If you drive a van like this after having driven like a new Sprinter or something,
we just thought it would just be a good idea to turn up in a show. But when you go to like Goodwood and it's like 4 hours away, 4 hours in this is a long way.
Petrol powered one.
Yeah, petrol.
1700 or something.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
So you're not going to get many speeding tickets.
Yeah, I only went from Cannock to here, and it wasn't enjoyable.
I've been driving my LDV all week, so yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
it's a beauty.
But it is nice, and again, it gets a lot of attention when people. We haven't taken it to shows. When people come here and see it, it's if you don't, everybody loves an old Transit. It's the right colour.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
But you can see the dust on it, so it needs a dust off and a
ride out.
Yeah.
Right, and what's this? The other side of the Mercedes. This looks like an S10.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So this is a project that's been stalled for a while. All again on air. A bit of a V8 version. Well, it's got a V8 in it rather than a 6-cylinder.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, small block Chevy in it.
Wow. What year is it?
D-Reg 87.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So I was just looking at those mirrors. They look a lot later.
Yeah.
And what's the plan with this?
Well, it's just really to sort it. Really, there wasn't great deals. We've taken the body off to paint the chassis and get the suspension sorted and get the air on it. So.
Okay. So it's
stalled about 3 years ago.
Ah.
And this is where it's stood since.
Some mighty wheels as well. Harry.
Yeah.
So is it again going to be just a street driving truck, or is
it?
Yeah,
no street. Yeah, just one for drive, just for a knock around truck. Really, it's not going to be a show truck, just to drive around in. But we thought with a V8 in it, it'll be a nice.
Well, it should boogie.
Yeah, it'll be a nice truck. And
that is low. And there's a load of stuff about, but
yeah. Well, this slightly lower stuff. This is one just here. Yeah.
But not low enough, because right here we have another sort of long-term inmate of Nankang's, isn't it?
Yep.
How long has this been around?
About 7 years, I think. It was. I bought it. We had it at one of our shows, and we bought it off the person who'd built it.
Oh, so this you'd borrowed it for display sort of thing?
Yeah. So the fella, still a friend of mine now. He'd built it. from Norton Keynes.
Oh, local.
Yeah, he'd built it. Yeah, we had it at the show. It didn't got that much attention. It was for sale, so we bought it, and we've just built on it since. He's even contributed for quite a bit of the work by putting the Mark II axle on, getting the air suspension. It's quite a
under the bed floor here. I take it this is just a
I'll just take
sort of drop in.
Yeah, because we've got it hinges up.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so the bed actually is on an engine system here. Looks how it lifts
Oh,
up.
right, yeah.
Just so you can see what's underneath the 1950s Ford Pop.
Brilliant. And this, quite little, dainty little airbags. Remind you, it's probably not that heavy, this, is it?
No, it's really light on the back end. It's a dainty little car, really.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Ford Pops were, weren't they, really? But it's how you get it that low.
Yeah.
And that is, you wouldn't get a Rizzler paper under there, would you?
No, so again, seat-wise, we've had the sorted seats out, and we've got some more comfortable seats now.
Oh, these are the more comfortable ones.
Yes,
they're
the more comfortable.
Versions,
yeah, they're the deluxe ones. But there's so much engineering gone involved in it. It's just from the steering wheel to everything you can, just everything's been changed. So runs a 1600 cross flow.
Yeah.
With a ECU, no distributor. There's an ECU just under the.
Yeah, we've got to see this because this is an impressive bit of kit for
Yeah.
This isn't your standard issue crossflow.
So runs bike carbs as well.
So those are 4, what they call ITBs, independent throttle body sort of.
Yeah, they're off a motorcycle. Yeah, some Kawasaki. I think it was they came off with the trumpets on.
Oh, and they are still carburetors and no fuel injectors.
Yeah, there's just carburetors. Okay, yeah. It's got and it's electronic fuel pump to pump into them. Because obviously, bike runs on gravity.
Yeah. That's going to be a mighty little crossflow.
Again, motorcycle tyres that we do on the front.
With what looks like stock suspension.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, really. It's quite a bit lower, and it's pulled quite a bit further forward.
And
these are bags off an airbag strut off a Beetle.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I see.
So just built. So there's a cast tower onto there that just bolts on that lifts the front tire for driving.
Wow. That does look the business. And yeah, you said this has done a few miles then, presumably.
It's done a few miles on trailers. We don't really drive it anywhere. It's not driver friendly. So when we go to shows everywhere, it fits into the back of a trailer easy. So
magnificent. And those are some very wide little steels.
Yeah, and they've got our Nankang race tyre on, which again aren't very.
Oh, well, these the track day tyres.
Yeah, track tyre. Yeah,
you do a few track day style tyres.
Yeah, do loads, and this is just one of the sizes, and we just thought it fitted that wheel. So.
In fact, commercial break time. Haven't you just got a launch of a new track day tyre coming up? Or is that?
No, it's this is the AR1. There's another one on the pipeline that we haven't quite got. It's going to be more of a road going tyre. But it's our AR one. It's been about 3 years now.
Right, it must be the other one I'm thinking of.
Track wise, it's you know, we do very, very well with it.
Right. Because they do seem, Nankang does seem to be the name of choice for you, you know, your car enthusiast now.
That's why we target going to shows and, you know, all these modified car shows and retro shows, and we do all the really unusual sizes and, you know, keep them going. We've just bought out an old tyre for a Mini, 165 7010. It's really, really difficult to get. It's a common size for a Mini. So we've just, the first time we've ever done it, we've just, you know, we've gone on to Taiwan and I've made the tyre. So
and I noticed you've got one that I haven't seen, donkeys, 185 6013s and 205 6013s.
Yeah, we've had those for years.
Yeah,
it's common to us that we never drop those.
But this is it. Ask anybody else, and they'll suck air through
the 15515s on the front. We do a 14515, a 13515.
Well, I was going to say, let's move on. This is the latest addition to the fleet, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah.
How long has this been?
2 weeks probably.
Oh right, so properly new.
2 weeks. I've just changed the tyres. That's all we've done so far.
So this is as you bought it.
Yeah, it's as we bought it. Yeah.
Apart from, like you said, the tyres.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these, what say, 155 white bands?
15 white walls. Yeah.
Brilliant. And I mean, this car's been around for a little while.
It has, yeah. I think I've got a car feature magazine in custom car for 1995, 97. Yeah, 95 it was, yeah.
And it's always been Rover V8, hasn't it?
Yeah, it had a supercharger on it originally.
But it did have a big old bloody blower sticking up here somewhere.
Which we'd like to get back on there, really, if we can.
Right. And, I mean, this is a fairly leery paint job. Do you know much of the history of it?
Not really. A fellow called Paul Stevens, who I have contacted, built it. He had a completely tubular frame for the chassis built.
Yeah.
Then Whiz Beach did a front suspension. It's got an S-type Jag rear suspension.
Oh, well, solid axle.
No, the old school, like an independent Jag axle.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the narrowest one was, but that's what it was. And so I've just spoken to him, and I've read the custom car magazine and what it was. But it had a brilliant supercharger on the front, and it was actually painted. This is the colour it was painted.
Right, because it's, what body is it you say? Rodliners? Not Rodliners.
No, I'm not sure what body it is, but I think the body was fairly old when it's a fiberglass body.
Yeah.
It's not steel, unfortunately. But then,
I don't care.
I'd like a steel body, but that's you know.
Is it my imagination, or is it wide? Or is it just the fact that it's so heavily chopped that makes it look wide?
Yeah, it might be because it's next to this pop. It's tiny. Yeah.
Let's go. See. Ooh, creak. Oh, nice. Yeah. And you say the body's hinged, the body lifts.
It's hinged.
I'm not going to ask you to do that.
There's some rose joints just underneath there. And there's 2 bolts on the floor, and the whole thing lifts up.
Wow! So it lifts up like a funny car.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And
so we'll be doing that at shows to show the chassis off. It's a nice bit of engineering.
And these are yours as well. White letter muscle
white letters, yeah.
Brilliant.
27560.
Right.
50.
So can we have a quick look inside of this?
Yep, of course you can.
And this is proper chop. This is low, isn't it? Ooh.
Yeah.
It's only.
I'm not that tall, but my head touches the ceiling, so, and it's quite a low seat.
It is low, isn't it? That's like, what, 5 inches off the deck?
Yeah.
Wow. And is the plan to, I mean, it is, I don't know how well it'll show up on there, but it's fairly leery orange with like metallic pink flames. Is it going to stay this way, or?
No, my plans are to take the body off and get it back to the gel coat and get it painted in a more Nankang colour.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
thinking black or red, or well, I'm not sure yet. We'll see when we do it. But that's chassis runs all the way through like that in a tubular style.
Sort of ladder. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, tubular ladder style. Which
Does look very good.
yeah,
Right. Now over here we've got the Nova, which we've already seen. Porsche.
yeah, 1975. Again, just doing it, being slightly different with it.
Right. Looks like it's having some fairly serious work done.
That's the colour. We've had a completely colour change. That is the colour that we are just flatting off and then doing it old style race colours on there of some descriptions. Got a roll cage, some nice seats, some nice wheels.
But is it going to be a street car?
Yeah, yeah, completely street car. Yeah,
And this is something that you
yeah.
sponsor?
This is one of our. Yeah, it's one of our race series that we put the tyres on. That's our car. We don't run it in the race series. We just take customers out in it. We've got two seats in it, so you can either drive it on a track or you can be driven round. So it's double seated.
Oh, and you supply that? Is it like a control tyre? All the races must use X
Yeah.
tyres.
They have to use our tyre on this, but this is one of the old race cars from last year. So
Oh,
this
it
year,
is an X-race. Sorry, I thought
yeah.
you meant
So
it was
then
just...
we just now take customers and
Yeah.
friends and family, round tracks in it, and teaching people how to drive and giving them experience around a track.
Nice.
So we've got a passenger seat in it, so you can go passenger, or you can be, you can be the driver.
And, oh, the City Car Cup. Yes, I
Yeah,
remember seeing mention
yeah,
of that. Cool. Groovy. And last in this particular part
yeah,
of the collection, we have a rather lovely Ford F100.
yeah. F100, yeah,
And what, 72? You said?
yeah. 72, yeah, yeah. I've got 74 on the plate, but I don't know where I got that from, but yeah, yeah.
And how long's this one been with you?
Again, about probably 4 years, 5 years, maybe.
Oh, right, because again, when Street Machine fired back up, we did. You had was it an F100 then?
Yeah, a red one, yeah, a
Yeah.
55, yeah. Yeah, so I sold that and did this.
Right. Okay.
So it's painted on rust, not real rust, because it was
Oh, so
quite
this
a
is
nice truck.
rust paint.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. Something. Yeah, it looks too straight to be that rusty.
yeah. So I had the reason I got to the colours in '76. In 1978 we had a '76 one for the works under chase tyres
Right.
when I got chase tyres. So I was like going back in the past, and I thought I'd resurrect the old pickup truck that I used to go fitting tyres in. And so I've got the chase tyres bit written on the side.
And so back in '78,
Yeah,
was
it's
your
only
works
2 years
truck
old. Yeah, it's my
this?
works truck. Yeah,
Was it this low?
no, no, it's really jacked up at the back with some Kelly superchargers on.
Oh, proper
I could
70s
only just
style.
get the lorry tyres in the back.
Yeah. So that's some big diameter tires, wheels. What?
20s.
Oh, right. Okay, they're all big
I
than
did
that.
have 22s on the back at one stage, but yeah, them Detroit Steels.
Yeah.
But again,
So, oh, sorry.
done quite nice. Got it all nice inside. No rust on this either. Like it's just an
No, no.
original nice.
What does that say? Oh, custom film. Nice. And is this just another sort of is this another show display vehicle?
I've only ever
Taken to
taken it
shows
to
and
one
stuff?
show, but I tow with it. So
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but it's not a daily, but it's a weekend car
Yeah.
truck that I go everywhere. Just use it myself. But I've got a tow bar on the back, so we'll go tow things to a show.
Well, you see, he says he's got a tow bar on the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can just about get my boot under it.
Yeah. It is in low mode.
Oh,
This is so
obviously, yeah. That is a good looking truck. And what's the motor?
5 litre V8. Yeah.
Oh, right, it's a
Yeah.
small block.
302. Yeah.
And is this going to be doing show duty this year to
Yeah,
come?
yeah, yeah. No, I'm out in it all the time.
So you have got quite a stable from which to choose from when going to these shows. How do you pick which
Well,
one, or is it just according to
yeah,
what's?
what show it is really. Yeah, we try and take a couple, one in a trailer, drive one. Yeah, you should, whatever show we're at, we tend to try and be as different and stand out as we possibly can be.
Well, obviously, yeah, yeah. And these are some fantastic promotional vehicles.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
I really applaud your selection.
thank you. Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's an hobby, so yeah, I've always been into it. As you, I think, haven't you?
yeah, pretty much. But you've actually achieved it.
Okay. Well, there's loads of cars I wish I hadn't have sold, and but you sell something to move on to the next project.
Yeah. Well, that's magnificent. Well, I shall wrap this up right about here. So, Steve, thank you ever so much. I do appreciate you showing me your
No
collection.
problem.
Thanks to you.
No,
Thanks to Nankang Tyres UK.
yeah.
And yeah,
We'll
cheers
see
very
you
much.
around at the shows this year sometime.
Definitely
Yeah,
look out for the Nankang Tyres UK stand. And as we've said, check out the new ranges of white walls, white letters, proper old American sizes, and yeah,
yeah.
muscle car tyres, land yacht tyres. And thank you very much. See you later.